How can one person be so bad lucky? Or what we call salt here in Jamaica. My God, I'm bad lucky, And I'm gonna tell you guys why. Last year, when about my birthday, I made plans to go out for my birthday, and because of some tooth problem that I was having, I was eating a pretzel one day, and I felt like a hard pretzel. I felt like one of my tooth broke, and I couldn't sleep for 2 days, 2 nights, and decided to go to the dentist. And they did an X-ray and told me that the tooth broke in two. It was just cracked when I was feeling it, but they said I'm gonna have to remove it. That's the only option. So I agreed, and they did a little surgery in the office and take out the strong tooth, because it was shaking. But the problem that they saw, they questioned me and asked me if I had any sinus issues. I told them, well, at nights my nose gets stuffy and I have to use nasal sprays. And so they tell me that they see where the sinus is pressing down on the bed where the tooth is. And so somewhere around here I had to remove that tooth. It was horrible because the amount of pressure that I felt for them to remove that one tooth that wasn't shaking. But I went through it. Come back around about my birthday again this year. Have you guys ever heard of anyone or know of anyone that grew wisdom tooth at 50 years old or 51? Years ago, I was abroad and I did an x-ray on my mouth, and the dentist showed me that I won't be growing wisdom teeth because the four of them lie down and is growing like backwards, flat under the gum, so they won't be coming up. And I said, so I only will have 28 teeth? And they said, yes, but nothing to worry about. I said, all right, I really don't need them, so let them stay. But no, at 50 years old, I felt something like in my gum, the left bottom, something hard. And I said, but I don't break any bone in my gum. What am I feeling? And then I realized that the gum is sore and swollen. So when I use my fingernail and pick it, I realized that it's a piece of a tooth. And I said, but wait a second there. This is a part of a wisdom teeth that the dentist told me that I wouldn't grow. So what is happening in my mouth now? As the days go by, my gums I start to feel more discomfort. Gums start to swell more, and it's so painful that I am now having problem to eat. So I'm thinking all sort of things. One of the main things I'm thinking is that, is it because I'm getting older? Probably my gum is shrinking, and then the tooth don't have any choice but to burst out of the gum because the gum is shrinking. That is my thinking. So I am here now. It's the weekend. I had things to do. Didn't want to go to the dentist for them to mess with my mouth because I had my luncheon coming up on Friday. I know I would be tired on Saturday and Sunday. I would be resting. But I am here now trying to rest, and I am in so much pain. Yesterday I had to eat mashed potato. I cannot eat anything hard. This morning my daughter gave me fried plantain and eggs, and the other one gave me some blended smoothie. Not so long ago I was hungry. I ate a piece of roast breadfruit, that is soft, and with a little butter. And maybe for dinner I will only be eating some steamed cabbage and try to eat a little piece of chicken breast because I am scared of putting anything hard in my mouth for it to irritate the gum and cause problem because right now it is swollen. It is so painful, and it's just a little piece of the tooth that burst out of the gum so far. I cannot even tell you in size, not even by millimeter. That's how small it is. And so I am here now at home. Instead of me resting and you know feeling okay, I am here just lying in bed, cannot do a thing because of how painful it is. My gum is. Oh boy. I never expect to have this kind of discomfort this year again. Last year I made plans to go out for my birthday and I had to cancel. What's the sense in going out and I cannot eat or hardly drink? You know? This year I would like to celebrate by going out, and I don't know, if I go to the dentist they're gonna tell me that maybe I need to remove the tooth surgically, because I've heard a lot of people complain, about wisdom teeth and how they had to remove it surgically. And I've even heard somebody say that they had to take out the four of their wisdom teeth one time. My God, I don't want to. Although the other three is not a problem right now, so I'm hoping that if I go to the dentist, they're not gonna tell me about removing the four of them one time, because I certainly wouldn't do that. I will only trouble the one that is bothering me, which is the left bottom one here. So I am home in discomfort, not feeling joyful, not feeling like my normal self at all. The other thing I can do is just hope and pray that the pain don't get worse. I won't have to. I'm hoping that the swelling will go down and I can go to the dentist on my own time. Because going to the dentist is not something that I enjoy. They're always saying that I have to do x-ray on my mouth, because never when I go for the discomfort, they're always telling me that they don't see any visible cavity. I'm gonna have to do an x-ray. So I've done a lot of x-rays on my face due to the fact that I have diabetes, and diabetes does cause a lot of problem. Also, not with just your body parts like your fingers or your toes, but with your teeth as well. Diabetes can mess up your mouth as well. So I have spent a lot of money over the years going to the dentist to ensure that my mouth can function, and still I have to try to preserve and protect the teeth that I have. Last year when I did that surgery to remove one of my top teeth, I wasn't expecting to remove that tooth, because I didn't really want to lose any of my teeth like that. But I had no choice, and come back this year now, I am feeling this discomfort again, 1 week away from my birthday, Oh Lord. Birthday, going out to celebrate is not even the biggest problem. It's the pain that I am in. It's the pain that I am in. I'm not worried about not being able to eat like I would normally eat, because I don't mind liquid meals. But it's the pain, guys. The pain. So, right now I'm here sharing with you how my Sunday is going. It's not going well at all. I am a 51-year-old woman just bursting a wisdom tooth. Who else can come in the comment section? Who can come in my comment section and share their experience as a middle-aged just growing a wisdom tooth or growing wisdom teeth? I never grew any of my four, and now one of them just suddenly wants to appear. And I was quite happy without them. I was functioning, excuse me, I was functioning well without any wisdom teeth at all. So I'm sure it didn't have to come, but, thank God for dentists. Thank God that I can go there, and if I need to remove it surgically is already money. Having to spend up that kind of money all the time on dental procedures. It's not cheap here in Jamaica, you know. It is not cheap at all, but what can I do? If I'm gonna have to go, tomorrow is Monday. I'm praying that the gum will, the swelling will go away and the pain will get less, so I won't have to go to the dentist and see if the tooth is gonna come out properly or I'm gonna have to remove it. Yeah, I'm just sharing with you what the dilemma that I'm going through right now. Thanks for watching.